Need to hear. I'm going to show you 5 uncomfortable truths of female nature. These 5 truths are going to be so brutally honest, it might even hurt your tiny little ears to hear them. You might sit and cry at night because you can't believe how brutal these truths are, but rest assured, by the end of it, you're going to have inside secret information that virtually no other guy has right now. Point number 1, if you're dating a woman or if you're in a relationship with a woman, just know that she is probably cheating on you. Yes, I said that. If you're dating a woman or you're in a relationship with a woman, she is probably cheating on you. You are probably her emotional certainty. You are probably her stability. You are probably her emotional security. For a lot of you out there, you might even be her financial security. And rest assured, 1 or 2 times a month, when she's really feeling it, when she's really turned on, she is most likely stepping outside of the relationship and she is probably cheating on you. This is something that you have to hear. This is something that you have to know. The guy who she cannot necessarily get a hold of, the guy who's giving some kind of emotional uncertainty, or just the guy that she's really hot for, 1 or 2 times a month, she most likely is cheating on you with him. You will never know about this. She'll delete the cell phone history. And the brutal truth about this one is this type of guy, he doesn't need a relationship and he doesn't need companionship. He's all for just being secretive about this. She'll tell him, hey, don't say anything. And he'll say, okay, no problem. He'll say, I won't say nothing. You don't say nothing either. And 1 or 2 times a month, she might have to work late. 1 or 2 times a month, she might all of a sudden have some friends she needs to go out with. And rest assured, she'll probably sneak over to his house. She'll see him for an hour or two, and then she'll come back to you, and she'll give you a hug and a kiss like nothing happened. That is point number 1 that you have to be aware of. Point number 2, if you're in a relationship with a woman, virtually all women have backup options. I don't care how high of status you are. I don't care how high your SMV is. I don't care how attractive you are. You have to understand that it is in her nature to seek backup options. Here's what I can tell you. Let's say we created a circumstance where hypothetically, for some reason, you saw inside of her cell phone. I would say this: in virtually every single circumstance, if you went and you saw the direct message or the text message history from the past 2 to 4 months, you would see things that would keep you up at night for the next month. You would see things that keep you up at night for the next month, and you're sitting there wondering how this woman that you're in love with is even able to sit there and look at you the same and keep the same persona, knowing that she has multiple backup options. You have to understand this. It is in her nature to never fully commit or be fully invested into you, because there is always that what if factor, and hypergamy is always sitting there pushing for that what if factor. What if there's a better option? What if there's a higher value guy out there in my inbox? What if there is somebody else out there that isn't you that I find more attractive? And because of that, here's what you're going to find. Women, virtually all of them that you date, will always have backup options. Now, point number 3, you have to be very aware of this. She probably has a work husband. There is some guy at her job, okay, that she works at, that she has very close proximity to, and she is very attracted to him. In fact, even the idea of being romantic with him turns her on due to the fact that it's not supposed to happen because she's with you. But the fact is this: every day there's a few sentences that are exchanged back and forth. Every day there's new layers of companionship being built. Every single day there's new layers of communication. And you're sitting there at your career and there's nothing you can do about it. And she's constantly thinking, what if I leave my current boyfriend and I can do better? Because of that, you just have to be aware of the 4th brutal truth of female nature you have to understand is she probably settled on you, and you probably were not her first option. You probably were not her first pick. There was a guy in college who probably left her. There was a guy at a bar that she met once that she's still in love with, that for some reason he just stopped returning her text messages. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that might have been better in bed. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that made more money than you. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that had a better sports car than you. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that had a bigger house than you. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that was probably more charming than you. There's probably an ex-boyfriend that was just cooler. She probably settled on you because you're just right there in front of her right now at this time. And I don't really care how that sounds. You need to hear it because it's the truth. Point number 5 that you have to realize about female nature is she is setting you up for a future of maximum resource extraction. She is there slowly over time. She is there slowly over time to extract your resources. All that hard work that you spent working all those years, she wants to spend that on pottery and decorations and new furniture, and you get to sit there and just pay for all of it. Those are the 5 brutal truths of female nature. I hope this hurt your feelings. I hope this just made you mad, and I hope that you rewatch this 5 times over so you stop always texting and calling her, because truthfully, even though she's sitting there and maybe even sleeping with you, she probably doesn't even like you that much anyways. This is why you have to learn, understand, and master the language of women. If you check out what I made for you, it's in my bio, it's in my description. I built this for one specific reason. I'm going to help you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to help you understand how to make sure that the woman that you genuinely want, the woman that you genuinely adore, the woman that you actually can see yourself with or you see a future with, I am going to show you step by step specific processes to help you ensure that she doesn't want to leave you. That is why I created this. Go and check this out. It's in my bio. It's in my description. I'm going to help you attract and keep the relationships that you genuinely have interest in maintaining. Go and do that right now.